Welcome back to the film study. We're going to be closing out our series on the 2024 NFL draftees for the Philadelphia Eagles that they brought in this class. And it's one that's brought us back front and center, pun intended. But we're looking at a guy who's athletic. Oh, surprise, surprise. And we'll be looking at his traits and how they foray into this offense. But he's going to be primarily a backup. We'll see if he projects to be anything more than that down the road, but as well as if he could have some potential versatility elsewhere in the offense. What's up, it's your boy Cintron, coming back at you with another analysis video. And to kid you not, that's my real name. Eagles film review, Dylan McMahon is a perfect scheme fit. So I agree with that assessment, and I love what he brings to the offense. But one caveat, he does offer a bit of a limited take. But anyways, let's get into it. So the RAS score, like I said, surprise, the relative athletic score for this guy is 9.81 out of a possible 10. So I mean, he's fantastic, and where we've seen this series, pretty much with almost everybody they picked up. We love athletes, and we're doing our best Indianapolis Colts 2023 draft impression, because a lot of the guys they picked up, man, they were at the top of their class and pretty athletic, but also pretty good players as well. So or at least guys that projected to be developmental pieces that will, upgrade them. This guy here, though, man, 13th out of 619 possible centers from 1987 to 2024. Man, that's pretty damn high. And it's not about the 40, but look at the other numbers: the 20-yard split, the 10-yard split, the composite explosive grade, agility, elite. And there's a guy he reminds us of. You probably heard the comparison before, but this guy here, man, I mean, it's amazing what you see on tape. Anyways, let's look at the strengths. A very good athlete in space, just looks incredibly fluid when climbing to the second level and in the screen game. Look how natural the second clip below is. So let me make sure I mute this, because got a copyright strike before and had to cut portion of the video. All right, he's on the smaller side, but look at him here. Just the way he stacks, bam, and then gets the backside block. Just a beautiful combination. Makes that play. They don't get that off most likely without him, because he's gonna chase on the quarterback. He's trusting that, And there he's moving, getting to the second level and just abusing guys. Here he's getting that block crossing his face. Not an easy block to pick up. So he's good in space, man. Reminds me so much of Kelsey. So talent at the Senior Bowl here, working against space, he climbs up to the second level and makes that block. That I think this one here really springs running back. I mean, without that hole, I mean, he doesn't have anywhere to go. Stacking up at the line, holding that block, making sure his guy. I mean, that's the same one. Make sure this guy has a place to go. And his anchor there, is pretty good. So at times he can have a weak anchor, but there, here too, he's just making sure that he's buying enough time for his guy to get the pass off. So he passed Josh Norris, offensive lineman, athletic test. For what it's worth, this seems really valuable. So it's interesting. 5 of the 6 O-line prospects who hit a 4.47 showed at the combine were drafted this weekend, and 24 of the last 28 have gone on to start 84% of their snaps, their games, which is crazy. I mean, like, that's pretty telling. And that tells you, like, look at the 49ers. They double up here in the 3rd round with Dominic Puni. I think he's out of Kansas State. And Jared Kingston. I don't know where he went, but 3rd and 6th round. They trust it, and they pretty much swear by this. So, I mean, guys are taking notice. And guess who else? The Colts. We took an athletic guy in Tanner Bortolini, a highly rated center. I think he's out of Wisconsin maybe, but, they're getting them athletes, man, in Colts land. They have one of our guys at the top, Shane Steichen, as head coach, but also I think they have some guys in the front office as well. So it's not it's not surprising, but definitely it's a cheat code. Moneyball. All right, Dylan here. I think we have to go out to another to Twitter itself. He's putting up some great blocking film here. So I can see him here. I mean, just throwing the guy off. He makes that play, like without him throwing the guy out the frame, just getting off the ball, shooting off like that. He doesn't have that wide access. And we see him here just holding his ground against a stout deal. I mean, getting his anchor on. A guy looks to be 300, maybe 15, maybe 320, but he's just got it. Like he's stood his ground, got his anchor solid, and making sure that he's not going anywhere. Got those legs, shuffling, reshuffling, getting him back on the spot, getting back, gathering his feet, getting back his feet back under him, shuffling, doing what he needs to do. So very aware of stunts and twists and pass protection. We saw that him passing things off. He feels very comfortable with that. Experienced a 4-year starter at NC State, left guard, I think 40% of the time, right guard 20%, and then center at 30%. So he started pretty much every run in the interiors, but he doesn't have the play strength to play guard for us. But Jason was also pretty much underestimated in his ESPN evaluation, which we'll look at a little bit later. All right, you can see him there. Bam, buying that time. His quarterback almost throws a pick. Like, damn. And here, just getting that push, anchor, just solid, not giving up any ground, so he can be very solid in his technique. I'm sorry, I had to reverse. Left guard is 26% and then 40% at right guard. So weaknesses is his strength, size, or arm length don't lend to him playing guard at the next level. Probably only a center only. Hey, I'll take that, man. Jason never really played he never played in other positions, but he increased his weight and his explosiveness, while doing it, so which is crazy. Gets grabby, called for 6 penalties last year. Can work on that. Jason didn't have the best evaluation coming out. Keep going back to Jason because they're pretty much tied at the hip with their pick slotting and their evaluations. So we'll struggle to hold up against bigger defensive tackles, and his anchor looks weak in pass pro. Hey, man, it is what it is. So McMahon is a very athletic center who excels in space but failed in the draft because he's undersized and doesn't have the strength to move defensive tackles in the run game or anchor against stronger defensive tackles in pass pro. Does a scouting report mind of anybody? Does not have the size or power to project as a starter in pass protection. Does a good job getting set, can slide feet and move laterally, but struggles with the pull rush and pass rushers with a wide array of moves. Has the feet and quickness to project well in his own blocking scheme, but still needs to become more consistent, locating his man on the second level. He's never going to be a road grading run blocker who blows defenders off the ball, late rounder, or rookie free agent. So he's a late rounder, 6th round pick. That would be description for Jason Kelce, who pretty much is a future Hall of Famer, and he made himself into a great lineman. After his 6th year, he became went from good to pretty good to damn great. So he definitely turned out all right. He was a 1 pick before McMahon was picked, so you like that chance. And like you said here, a 0.1% chance that he becomes the next Jason Kelce. We'll take that chance though, because he just has good traits. He's 20 pounds heavier than Kelce was coming in, and he can stand to add some more athleticism. But Kelce did that while not sacrificing, the size. He ended up playing around 305 pounds or 300 pounds, which is just crazy. When he had the ability to hip toss a guy like Dexter Lawrence, who's 320 easy. So it's pretty obvious that we have a type of center with the guy we like, the way he plays, the way he is able to pick up plays, the processing speed, with him being a 4-year starter at different positions nonetheless, and so give him some intel on how to play guys and how to maybe play in collace with the guys next to him. So we're not looking at him to be a starter, which is great. He can add size and strength this offseason, and continue to be to learn more about technique and get more information to fill in on how to fill in his frame, how to keep the weight on, how to best increase his athleticism even further, and get better at the plays that we love running, like the pin pull, creative run. So he's a perfect fit for the scheme, and I definitely can't wait to see him go to Southland University and hopefully get his magna cum laude degree. Develop a little bit more power. He'd be a fine backup, and his career would be great with that, but I think he could be more. we'll see, because, you know, Cam has gotten hurt. We'll see if he'll be a mainstay at center, but I feel great about his prospects, at least being a backup for us for a key couple of years. But anyways, we'll get up out of here. But hey, you're not even watching though, but it's all good because I love talking about the Eagles and I love making these videos. So we'll chunk the deuces officially. But as always, it's fly Eagles fly, and let's motherfucking go.
Like, comment, share, subscribe if you
Thanks for watching. Check me out at Cintron, Cintron Anime, Cintron Life, or Cintron Laughs, or other social media.